Good morning and welcome back to the Stone House. Last week was a little weird video because I didn't really want to start any major projects or anything like that, and I had some odds and ends, little things that I want to do. And there's still some little jobs like that, but I think I'm gonna kind of just try to forget that there's a whole bunch of little things to do, and I'm gonna try to do something different. And what I'm gonna try to do is, we need to frame out all of the windows downstairs. I say all, but it's not really all, because the window in there is done. Yeah, 11 windows downstairs. It's a lot of windows. Do we really have 11 windows?
I don't know.
Do you want to count them?
Sure.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I counted these. Yep, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 windows. My gosh. This is a very good example of what I'm going to be using for the window sills. It's a tongue and groove, and this is 1.5 inches thick. This one doesn't necessarily look like 1.5 inches. This one might be 1.25 inches. But most of this stuff is 1.5 inches. It's just old subfloor. We have a lot of it, and I'm hoping that we have enough to do all the window sills. If not, could get interesting. It will look like this, and it will be trimmed off, you know, maybe overhang a little bit, 1/2 inch or something. And then you can see that's not bad. But the problem is there's no support underneath that. So what I need to do is put kind of like a little lip piece so this can sit onto there. And you know, this is probably strong enough wood to where I don't need to put any pieces in the center. I could just put a piece around the outside. I imagine that would be fine. But if I have time and patience, I'll probably put some pieces of wood all the way across, just because it will make it that much more solid. And a lot of these windows, you know, just they're perfect for window seats. You can sit in them. But anyways, now I've talked this to death. I feel like, well, I like to explain why I'm doing it or how I'm doing it. You have pretty eyes. Okay. So let's go get all the tools and we'll get them up here and we'll start figuring this out. Each one of these windows was done differently, and I was going to try to explain how I was doing it. I just found that I had 3 hours of footage and I could not make it make sense. So instead, I'm just gonna kind of show you what I did. Hopefully it makes sense to most of you. And then I'm gonna take the opportunity to do something that I've been told to do time and time again, and I usually don't. But I'm gonna take the time to point out in the beginning of a video that I do have a Patreon account. And I wanna start right off, I guess, saying that we don't expect anybody to sign up for Patreon. You know, watching the videos, liking the videos, and sending us comments is really what we do YouTube for. I think what happens is I get a lot of people that tell me, you should mention it. You should mention that you have a Patreon account so people know. And I guess that's what I'm doing here. Now, if Patreon's not your thing, I do have a link down below where you can just send us a gift through PayPal. And again, not expected. It's extremely appreciated, but not expected. The point that most people tell me is that making these videos, you know, shooting them, you know, you're talking hours and hours of footage and hours of editing, and that is worth something to some people, and that they're not going to know unless you point it out, and you're right. So I'm doing that now. So if you're interested in supporting the channel in a different way other than just watching thumbs ups, comments, if you're looking for more, Patreon is there. There's a link in the description. PayPal is there, link in the description. And then also I do have a Teespring account where I think we have some pretty cool shirt designs. So if you're looking to actually support the channel in a different way, but then get something more in return, like a t-shirt or stickers or something like that, we do have a Teespring account. Again, that link is in the description. And just so you know too, Patreon people, I'm saving all that money. It's just staying in the Patreon account. And with that money, we're going to be ordering a custom built-in. And if you're a Patreon member, when I make that order, then your name is going to get inscribed on the built-in. So your name will be part of the house forever. And I know that might come off as cheesy to some people, but to me, it's awesome. It's awesome for me to be able to do something like that. It's so anyways, I guess supporting me through Patreon is more than just supporting me. It's a way that I guess if you're into this house, if you're into the history and the fact that it's 217 plus years old, you can get your name inscribed on that built-in through making the simple donation of $1 a month. What we do get is a true blessing, and it's extremely appreciated. And I guess now it's out in the open that we have it. So if you're interested, the links are there. Appreciate it. That's it. One more little piece of wood I just figured out on this window, but that's it. I'll do that before I leave today. I'm hungry. What time is it?
2 something.
2:23. Sunday fun day. Back for another great day. I might just fast forward when this is done. It wasn't that bad. Got the inside pieces good. The reveal when I go with 3/4 inch wood will be really good. And then I just put these pieces out at the distance that they needed to be to where it's pretty flat and parallel. And Sarah's been doing quite a bit today too, as she can. I mean, I'm in here working, obviously she's watching the kids, but she's got a lot done. She pretty much brought all this lumber in one load at a time with the tractor, and she's got it all stickered. This is going to be the baseboard and the trim and plinth boxes, everything will come out of this wood, hopefully. She's got one more load here. This is the last of it too for what we wanted to bring in, so that's good. Pretty soon we're gonna have some room in the barn too for the tractor, which is pretty exciting. I don't think I've done an update for the basement, so I'm going to, and I'm gonna use my cell phone. Table saw is where it's gonna be now. I've got a piece of wood you can see right here, and that's where the wire just goes up and goes into a junction box up there. That has to be wired to all time in the wall. It didn't have a plug. And then another thing I just did is over here, I put another box right here that's a GCFI, and I plugged in the dehumidifier, and I've got it kind of plugged in here for the sub pump. I'm gonna just keep the sub pump the way it is with this long thing here, and if the water gets real high, you just run this out the door. And then I ran another wire way over here to an outlet. This is all temporary, but it's safe and done correctly. And then that plugs in for the filtration system and this dust collector. This is kind of cool. I just put this, like, you can see how I've got it. When you turn it on, you can just sweep right to this thing and it just sucks it right up. And it goes into that bin over there, which is kind of nice. Makes sweeping really easy. These tools here, I don't think I'm going to hook to power all the time. I think what I'm going to do is just when I need them, I'm going to pull them out into the open and plug it in with an extension cord. There's no sense in me doing a whole bunch of temporary outlets, even though temporary really means 2 or 3 years, but it's still temporary. I think over on this wall is where I'm going to put my chop saw, and I'm going to temporarily get a 240 volt plug for the shaper table and just have that over there. So that's it. I think from here I'm just going to make it work. Table saw, if you're wondering, I can fit in a 10 or 11 foot board to the blade, and then I have 10 or 11 foot on the other side of this blade too, so I can rip a pretty big piece of wood right there. Oh, and this router table, yes. This is all hooked up and it works. It's pretty snazzy. You can use this to lower and raise the cutter head. I don't know how to use any of this though outside of that. Kind of new for all that sort of thing. I don't know. Now I got to get back to work because I'm supposed to be helping Sarah. Monsters. Here's our huge long pieces of poplar. That's everything, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, now we just got to figure out how to make molding and door casings and stuff. Let's go move everything around in the barn so we can make room for the tractor.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't look organized, but it is. These are the old windowsills. Ours are going to be a little bit more intricate.
One last ticket before it's gone. One last summer before it's fall. Tune your strings and play your cards. Leave the words hit you like a game of cards. And you're
I like spinning it in a circle.
Alright, do you think that the tractor will fit? Or we're going to find out anyway.
We win!
Success!
I have to get down this way.
Spectacular!
Yeah.
And then look, you can wait to the corner.
There's even room for me to walk around it.
Yeah, we planned that. So we can have a dance party around it.
That's great.
Good job.
Good.
Are you happy about the barn?
Yeah.
Okay. Me too.
She helped me today. She was my sticker girl.
Getting the stickers. Lots of room now. Oh. And everything is still fairly organized to where I think I know where all the lumber is and what it is, and it's not packed.
We're
Not pack rats. This is fine.
Well, I think it would look better if we could just hang a whole bunch of stuff on the walls.
Oh,
So
well.
it would go all the way to the ceiling.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be a lot of stuff on the walls.
Like to hang the chairs and stuff up.
The little lawnmower back here too. I mean, still quite a bit of room right there. We can still get stuff right here.
Woo!
We got room.
Marketplace.
Yeah, let's go find something. What is it?
Flower.
A glass flower.
What kind of flower is it?
Narcissus? Narcissus.
Yep, or a daffodil.
Narcissus.
Narcissus.
That's it for this week's video. It's always nice when you get a little bit done on the house, but then a little bit done out here too. Like getting this tractor in the barn before winter hits was like really weighing on my mind. I'm really happy. That's not high-fiveable.
I think it totally is.
Maybe.
You had a goal and we achieved it.
It's more about getting the lumber in the house too.
Yep.
Like a lot happened for this to happen.
Yeah.
But I still don't think it's high-fiveable.
Totally.
I'm gonna look in the book when I get home, and I'm pretty sure it's not
I
high-fiveable.
already got on and changed the book. So anything I deem high-fiveable is.
Well, I'm checking the book still. So that's it again for this week. Thanks for watching, as always. Can you say, remember to subscribe?
Remember to subscribe.
We'll see you all next week.
Next week.
Bye, everybody.